You know when you tell your boyfriend to leave, but you don't mean it? And then he actually leaves. You know when you tell your boyfriend to leave, but you don't mean it? And then he actually leaves.
One of the greatest things about being a man, and what I really love and value, and what separates us from every other woman on this planet, is the ability to self-reflect, to look within, to analyze a situation or relationship and make the necessary changes so we can become better individuals. Women don't have that trait. They don't have that quality. They don't have that gene in them. So what they do is go from guy to guy to guy, from relationship to relationship, from marriage to marriage, and they're always pointing the finger. They're always the victim. And we all know that if you play the victim, you will never learn. You will never grow. You will never become the mature adult that you're supposed to. I often see women like NFL, NHL, MLB, or NBA teams, franchises. When it comes to draft night, right? You got all these prospects, some good, some bad, some have red flags. And what these teams do is they always pass up on one or two guys who end up becoming great players, Hall of Famers, multi-time All-Stars. And then those teams like, man, I should have drafted that player like I was going to do. This is how you make a woman instantly regret you. Because women run on feelings. They run on emotion 100%. All the decision-making in their entire life is based on their feelings. So they're going to choose some dudes that are bad. They're going to choose guys who aren't good for them because they don't have that thought process to say, you know what, this guy makes me feel good in the moment, but logically, it's not good for a long-term investment, right? He's not good. He's not a good long-term partner. So guys, if you've ever had a woman break up with you, if you ever had a woman just say, you know, this is not going to work out. If you had a woman that just says, you know, it just ghosts you and she just disses herself and you're sitting there scratching your head and wondering and saying, man, what could I have done better? What could I have done? Man, why did she do it? It's not your fault all the time. Matter of fact, the majority of the time women break up with guys, it's their fault. It's their feelings because they're always trying to do better. They always think they can do better. So when she regrets losing you, it's the fact that when you move on, when you become that player in the draft, you say, you know what? That team passed up on me. Those teams, you know, missed out on a quality player. So now I'm going to do better. I'm going to succeed in life. So when they look back and they chose another player before you, they're like, man, this player's a dud. Now they might not know, you know, if you are doing great in life, but the guy they chose and they exchanged for you, he's no good. He's not quality like you. This is why, guys, never try to get back at a woman. Never try to say, well, I'm going to stick it to you. I'm going to post pictures of all these different girls and these exciting things that I'm doing to let you know I'm missing out. No, because you're still giving her that energy. What you need to do is give her silence. Don't give her your emotions. Don't try to convince her and say, see, you missed out on this guy. You missed out on me. It could have been me and you, right? So always just move on. That's the best thing you can do. When you move on, when you invest in yourself, when you give everything into your future, when you focus on things that matter, what's going to happen is great things are going to come because women are always going to choose goofy loser guys. It's not your fault. It's not just you're not a good guy. It's just that that's what they do. They choose based on emotions and feelings because they live in the moment. This is how they will instantly regret you because they're going to think, man, look where I am now, 5, 6, 7 years. And I should have stayed with Darius. I should have stayed with you. I've had so many women contact me out of the blue. I mean, the majority of the women that broke up with me or, you know, ghosted me, when I didn't give them any emotion, when I didn't try to plead with them and try to say, hey, let's work things out. What's wrong? When I just say, you know what? Okay, this individual doesn't recognize my value. So what I'm going to do is move on and I give them silence and I live my life and I become successful. What usually happens more often than not is they text me out of the blue. Who's gotten that, hey, stranger text message or that, hey, how's it going? Or that call and says, hey, it's me. I'm just thinking about you. Or that friend request on social media, or you start getting likes from a random person. You're like, who is this? That ex-girlfriend that woman who broke up with you, who dumped you, because she chose a dud. She chose a lemon, and she should have chose you. This is why, guys, don't get upset with women. Don't give them your emotions. Don't get angry. Don't become this enraged guy because your ego has been bruised. Yes, it doesn't feel good to get rejected. Nobody likes to get rejected. Nobody likes to get broken up with and divorced, right? But how you get back at her, how you win, is you move on. You move on to bigger and better things. You analyze and learn from that situation, that relationship or marriage, and you become better. Trust me. Here's the thing about the universe, and this is why I love when you do good things and you do great by people and you do the right thing and you put your best foot forward and they still do you dirty and they leave you and they just take you for granted and they discard of you. What's going to happen is karma's going to come their way, because it's not a lot of good quality people on this earth, men and women, right? It's not a lot of good high value men who care about women, who genuinely have their best interests. So when she does leave you, it's going to come back and bite her, because she's going to run into a lot of savages. It's a lot of savages on this planet, a lot of bad boys, a lot of guys who are just trying to tell women what they want to hear and to smash. They don't want to hang out. They don't want to invest in them. They don't want to hold their hand and go out and do different things. This is why she's going to regret you, because there's too many guys out in this world who are going to pump and dump, who are going to smash and dash, who are going to stick and move your ex-girlfriend, your ex-wife. Trust me, there's tons of dudes out there who don't have their best interests at heart, who don't want to do right by them. So if you've done right, if you've done everything you could, don't look back and say, you know, I wish I could have changed this. I wish I would have done that. That's not your job to do. The only thing you can do is look back, learn from it, look at the red flags, and move on to bigger and better things. To go get women, to hang out with women who actually want to be with you. Because this thing, if a woman has broken up with you, or she's ghosted you, or she's gotten rid of you, more often than not, I'm being honest, she's not a quality woman. I'll say that again. If she has broken up with you, divorced you, or just left you, there's an extremely high chance she's not a quality woman anyway. She's a serial dater. She likes her cake. She likes to eat it too. She likes to deal with this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. So when a woman ghosts you, guys, don't get in your feelings. Don't feel some type of way. Don't be like, well, man, I'm going to respond angrily and say, well, you missed out on me. See, look what you did. You missed out on a good guy. Don't do that. Because more often than not, she don't even really know what a good guy is. Because if she did know what a quality guy was, she would have stuck with you. She would have stuck by your side. She wouldn't have just left you for practically no reason because, you know, she felt some type of way and she got in her feelings. No. Quality women recognize quality men, and they stick with those men. They follow those men through thick and thin. So just understand, every woman is not for you. And most women have issues up here. They have a lot of stuff going on, and they don't want to address them. So what they do is they just ghost you. Women don't like accountability. So instead of looking within, looking in the mirror and making changes so they can become better women, what they do is they just break up with you altogether. They just ghost you. They divorce you. They leave you scratching your head and wondering, what happened? What did I do? She won't tell you what you did wrong. She won't tell you that, you know, all these different things. She won't tell you that she's just not a quality person. She'll just leave you. She'll break up with you. She'll just distance herself because she doesn't want to look in the mirror. Here's the thing, guys. That's what I noticed. If you're a good man and you have everything in order and a woman breaks up with you or leaves you, she's going to regret it. Do you know why? Because there's not a lot of good quality dudes out there who are going to really care for her. So instead of her doing the homework and becoming better, what she's going to do is just hop from guy to guy, bad boy to bad boy. See, being a quality individual, high value man or woman, it takes introspection. It takes you looking in the mirror, her looking in the mirror and say, okay, you know what? How can I become better? And we all know women don't really like looking in the mirror and making changes. They think that, you know, everything is great. I'm a wonderful person. I don't need to change anything. Right? And if you don't want to change anything, if you don't want to tweak anything about yourself, what's going to happen is you're going to keep bumping your head. You're going to hop from relationship to relationship, to guy, woman to woman for that matter. And you're going to keep failing. Guys, if you want a woman to instantly regret losing you, move on with your life. She's going to feel bad. She's going to feel it one day. And don't wait on her text message. Don't say, well, hopefully she misses out on me. She's going to, miss out on what she had. Don't do that, because there are millions upon billions of women in this world that will love you, that will value you, that would follow your lead, and it will be grateful to have you. Don't stick around waiting on a woman to see your value, because if she didn't see it in the beginning, what makes you think you're going to see it then?